Hey everyone, welcome to the episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. This evening's was not tonight's intended show. It was supposed to be a show with Marty Knows. Unfortunately, he had to cancel at the last minute tonight, so he had something come up he has to deal with, and so we'll hopefully have him on again here soon to talk about his Scotch journey. So I figured, in the meantime, we just got these sent by the brand, this Brothers Bond. So we're going to just talk about them a little bit. Got a little bit of information. Have done zero research beyond whatever the brand sent to me. At some point, we are going to hopefully have the actual brothers on, which would be good from, of course, the show The Vampire Diaries, which would be really cool to have those guys on. And actually talk with the brand, but I know we put a request in for it, but they said it would be a little while because obviously they're busy. So I figure we'll start with some of this whiskey here and see what we think of it, because it's like I said, just got it. It's good pop. And see what we think. So the first one we're going to start off here with is the Brothers Bond Straight Bourbon Hand Selected. It is 40%. So, this is made for beginners. I do not know the prices of these things, but we'll figure that out, I'm sure, soon enough. All that good stuff. Let's see. What have we got here in the card? It's got a cool picture of a guy holding the bottle. That's cool. So we got that going for us. Let's see here. So it says the water source is a glacial aquifer, whatever that means. And distillation is a copper column and a pot doubler. So, basically they were, hey there, Andy. Charles is showing it helps the whiskey isn't awful. I would agree. I have tested it prior, so don't worry. I would not subject you guys, and I thought it sucked. No, they actually are pretty decent, and like actually getting better as I've only had them for like 3 days now, so they showed up on Friday. So we'll see. So it says the barrel heads are char number 2, the deep char is number 4, and the minimum age on it is 4 years. So that's good. You got a nice straight bourbon, at least 4 years old. I also know my daughter is super excited because she also loves the show. So like I said, at some point, hope to have the brothers on. Like I said, put a request in for it, and they said hopefully in the next few months we can make that happen for you guys. So I won't go into tons of detail, but just give you guys a little bit of what they're saying from their marketing stuff. So see here, mash bill is 65 corn, 22 rye, and then 13% wheat and barley. Let's see. There's a hand-selected 3 distinctive mash bills that are small batch, barreled together 135 barrels per batch, create a 4-grain high rye bourbon whiskey, blah, blah, blah. Some marketing stuff. And there's all sorts of cool QR codes. I'll have to take a look at some point. Like I said, we'll do the full review. Hey, Bill, good to see you there. We have the Brothers Bond. Like I said, it was supposed to be a Scotch night, but Marty unfortunately had to cancel. So we're doing bourbon and rye tonight instead. And then we will do some Scotch samples, though. I do have some Scotch Walt Whiskey Society samples I'm going to do, so it'll be good. So good to see you, though, Bill. Like I said, I haven't seen you in a long time. So I know my brother Dan's down here for Bell's confirmations tomorrow. So getting ready for all that fun stuff tomorrow. Cleaning and all that good stuff, as good as it's going to be. So we shall see. On that front, no matter what, we have good whiskey always. Let's see what we think of this. It's pretty good. I mean, it doesn't taste thin, really, which is nice for a 40 that it's not thin. It's got a nice little oomph to it, which I'm sure that's because of the high rye in there. Do appreciate that. I love the, let's see, what are their notes? They say, sunset gold is the color. The body is balanced, round, and velvety smooth. Well, sure. Say aroma and taste is baked banana bread, dried fruit, warm rice spice, and fresh cut oak. Alrighty then. So, hey there, Eric. Good to see you there. Some lovely notes there from the distiller. Like I said, we'll obviously, I think they're all sourced MGP, aren't they? Yeah, distilled in Indiana. I guess they must be doing their companies out of Ohio, but they're all MGP sourced clearly, so it's all good. Ah, yes, Bill's been busy becoming an awesome deacon, so I want to congratulate Bill. It's the first time I actually see Bill since I think he's become a deacon. So congratulations, Bill, on becoming a deacon in the Catholic Church. I think that's awesome, and I'm sure look forward to many awesome times. Maybe at some point in time we'll get to go to wherever your church you're at now and see at some point in the next couple of years, I'm sure. So that's not bad. I like that. So I'm thinking probably like $35, $40 would be my guess on that. Just, maybe it's less. I'm not sure. If anybody wants to look it up and let me know, that'd be cool. I just don't know. It's not on the market show what the MSRP is supposed to be on this. So, but when we do the full reviews, of course, we'll get them and then all that good stuff. And like I said, hopefully get to have the brothers on. That'd be really cool. I'm happy with this first one. I don't think that's bad at all for 40%. I think that's pretty good. I mean, obviously it's source MGP, but that's not bad at all. I rather enjoy that. That's a really nice. It's a nice whiskey, and like I said, I like the high rye in there, so that's appreciative. Nice, it's probably more of a background whiskey, but man, you just want a nice daily pour. That's pretty nice. That's probably one of the better new things I've tried, to be honest, as far as a 40 proofer or a 80 proofer for sure. That's not bad at all. I'm pleasantly surprised. So I do appreciate that. Especially appreciate the brand sending them to us. So full disclosure, obviously, on that. And we've come into quite a few bottles from brands in the past week. It's been a busy week. So of course, like I said, we've started Instagram, we started Facebook for the castle. We're also going to be changing the background for reviews. Will become the castle as well. As far as when we do them on there, but now we won't be able to still stream from there yet because we have to make sure they do all their Spectrum gets their stuff together and finally can actually stream at a decent speed. But it is what it is. So we'll see what happens. So we shall see. Yeah, exactly. So it's $40, Andy. Is that what you're saying is the price on it? So I mean, I've had a lot of worse whiskeys at $40. I really, as you guys know, I am a sucker for liking nice labels and bottles. It's a nice, girthy, hefty bottle. I think this is actually the same bottle as, where is it? 15. Yeah. I think it's the exact same bottle. It's 15 stars. So, and I think actually Old Forester uses this now too, for their higher end stuff. But this is a nice, girthy bottle. Really enjoy that. Yeah, for the product isn't bad. You're paying, of course, a little bit for celebrities, but hey, for a celebrity whiskey, this is also got to be one of the best ones I've tried, to be honest with you, too. So I do appreciate that. That's an interesting looking tree thingy with corn coming out of it, and I guess wheat and rye and stuff. So interesting. Cool. Isn't it the same of bottle? Yeah, it's the same bottle. I was just looking at it here on the floor. That's where the 15 stars is. So yeah, it's the same bottle. So I got it from the same marketing company. Not that makes any difference what the bottle shape is. I know we've got couple other things coming from them. We got some new stuff from 15 stars coming, which should hope next week or so, hopefully. There's another brand that's new. We're getting some stuff from. And crap, I mean, if you guys have seen the Instagram Facebook, we've got Bent Whiskey, which is out in Louisville, Texas. They used to be called Witherspoon, but the guy who was Witherspoon left, so we'll have them. Bless you. Actually go out to the distillery in a couple of weeks, go visit with them and try their unbent whiskey, which is their cask strength versions of all the stuff they gave us. They gave us 6 different whiskeys? Yeah, 6 different whiskeys. Well, 5 whiskeys and 1 bourbon cream, which was pretty damn good. So I met with them the other day, so that was fun to try those out. All pretty good because they have a wheat whiskey, a malt whiskey, a rye, and a bourbon, and then they have a blend, which has got a bunch of light whiskey in it. And then, of course, the other 4 together with the light whiskey. Pretty good. So looking forward to going out there and check those guys. Said I'm going out to Western Slums because we've had them on the show before. This week we're going to go visit with those guys. It should be a lot of fun. And then let's see, we're going to go visit out with Deer with the Mossy Horn out there as well. So lots of fun stuff going on. And then I guess tomorrow, unfortunately, because they contacted me today, but I can't because of Bell's confirmation. Was RD1's coming to town, and Erickson will meet with them, the castle, all that fun stuff, and leave us some of their bottles. So we'll check that stuff out as well. So, yes, it's the main 2 vampire dudes from the show. Let's see, what's their names? I know what offhand is it. Ian and Paul, I think. Yeah, Ian Somhandler, I guess, and Paul Wesley. I knew it was Ian and Paul. I wasn't quite sure what their last names are. All right, so they also have a rye. So this is their first rye they put out, so I'm pretty excited. Guys know I do love me a nice spicy rye. And, of course, it's MGP rye, so I already know that means it's going to be good. So this one's at 95 proof, which I do appreciate. Let's see what marketing stuff they've got for us on this here. All right. See, an American blended rye. See, same thing, blah, blah. It's also copper still popular. So this is once again, same thing. Barrelhead's char 2, barrel stage char 4, and there's also another 4-year-old. That's cool. So it says For the high-end spirit drinker looking for a full-flavored taste experience. Alrighty then. It says limited batch release 2 to 3 times per year. Hand select between 70 and 135 barrels per batch from our 4 distinct mash bills, creating 4-grain rye, which that's unique. You don't see a lot of 4-grain rye, so that's kind of cool. All around and started with a robust taste. Every sip leaves the palate full of bold, aromatic, spicy aromas and flavors in perfect balance. So we got that going for us. So does it tell us anything else in the back here about how many barrels were actually in this particular batch by chance? It does not. Whatever. All right, so it's 77% rye. So it is a nice high rye in there. 16 corn and then only 7% wheat and barley in there. Okay, dark gold is the color. Body's rich, creamy, and fully bodied. Let's see what we think of that. It's nice rye. I like that. Got the nice spiciness there, a little bit of sweetness of the corn. Greatly appreciated. Nice black pepper spice on there. Nice, obviously, full reviews when we go to them. So that'll be good, though. Let's see what are their aromas. They say candied dry fruits and caramel, ripe pineapple and vanilla, mint, rose petals, aromatic grapes, cinnamon, and brown sugar. I'm sure those will all be good. See what kind of cool picture we got in this one. We got a nice little picture there of that one with the rye between some rocks glasses. So that's kind of cool. So that works. All right, so what we got here? So, finally got to see the Northern Lights, which was... Oh, yeah, we were displeased we did not see the Northern Lights because apparently it was cloudy here, so we did not get to see them. Even the people in freaking Houston saw them. And everywhere around here but us got to see them. It sucks. Oh, Bill. Mash bill is 77% corn, 70% rye, 16 corn, and 7 wheat and barley. They don't break down the wheat and barley, but obviously it's not very much. Yeah, it is. Yeah, like I said, I'm happy. This is definitely one of the best celebrity whiskeys I've had. As I said, most are not good. I know we've done celebrity nights and really beyond, obviously Lagavulin stuff with Nick Offerman and Sam Hewing, Sazerac. The mass majority, not great. These are pretty damn good. But then again, you source good MGP, you should make good whiskey. It's not too difficult. But it's shockingly how bad most of them are. It's like, I just type my name in it, and it still sucks. But, whatever. I'm sure that doesn't hurt Andy. I'm sure that the gentleman may... Hey, not that the ladies on that show aren't also really nice to look at, so you really can't complain. There's something for everyone. Plus, I also do enjoy vampires in general, because I've always been a fan of the vampire genre. Always been, Underworld and Blade and... John Carpenter's Vampires is part of my favorite vampire movies. All those. Hey there, Chris. Good to see you there. All good. No problem. It's all good. I'm up. You can always message me, Chris. Won't hurt my feelings. I'm either up or if I'm not, I won't see it till the morning anyway. So it's fine. But Panatar's Guitarist, Hudson's... What's that one called, Bill? I don't think I even know about that one. Hey, Nancy, good to see you there. Says, over the past 10 years, there have been some major flavor differences. Well, that's true too, Nancy. There's no doubt about that. Especially when you started working with them, Nancy, you got a hold of the really good stuff, which we appreciate because you made some amazing whiskeys out of it. We might have heard some of them called, Joseph Magnus and things like that. They might be quite good. So if anyone doesn't know Nancy Fairley, of course, the nose and makes lots of amazing things. Go check out everything that Nancy Fairley does. I don't know if you want to post your Instagram or Facebook or your website or anything, Nancy. You're free to go ahead and post that. I'm sure that all the lovely monitors there, the wrenches can take care of it. So, but yes, if you somehow don't know Nancy, check out her stuff. She's an amazing lady with amazing stuff. And we had an awesome show with her a few years ago, and she was on for, I think, about 3.5, 4 hours. Definitely think our longest guest ever. So she was amazing. So, yeah, if you want to try some awesome stuff, go check out anything Nancy made. Still Austin and Wyoming. They're all really good. And, of course, not to name, the other, however many brands she's worked, a lot. And they're all good. I've yet to meet a Nancy whiskey I don't like. Oh, 3-quart. Oh, yeah, 3-quart's pretty good. I have had 3-quart. Yeah, we reviewed Bill, the Whiskey Dick. We had a version of it. He sent us one of those. and we did review. That was, yeah, you're right. That was pretty good. Actually had a pretty good story on it too. The way they made that, I did enjoy that one. You're right. That one's pretty decent too. I think that wasn't too bad. It's like $65 for that one. So, hey, has anybody looked up what this rye costs? Just to wonder, because that's pretty good. Like I said, didn't do anything beyond whatever marketing stuff. So, I said, hopefully, when we get the guys on, we can also get a lot more of this story. And when I do some research to review these, we'll get you a lot more information. But like I said, this was the stream that was not supposed to happen tonight. This was supposed to be, like I said, a Scotch stream with Marty. But hopefully, we'll get Marty on soon enough. All right, we're going to move on to the cash strength version, which this is their first version. They put this out. Here, I like that. 57.5, 114.1. There we go. So, yeah, so nice. Like that. Says the energy flavor has gone to a kind of hop style flavor with a lot of grapefruit and raisin notes. Interesting. And raisin notes on it. Huh. Why is that, Nancy? Is that just what happened with the whiskey being in the barrels, or is that just because the grains changed, or that's just what's happened because of whoever's been there making the cuts or whatever's changed? That's very interesting. Yeah, it's all good, Chris, though. Yeah, Eric's going to have to take the meeting tomorrow because, unfortunately, like I said, Bell's got a confirmation. So by the time he gets there, I can't meet with him. But Eric's going to go with him and take him to the castle, and they'll go to dinner and all that good stuff. So it'll be cool. And he says he's going to leave us some bottles. So I'll be interested in trying those when he drops those off tomorrow. I'll go probably try them on Wednesday. Well, that's just not fair, Andy. You poured a Hazelburn 16 port finish. Never had that. That sounds amazing. In fact, I think the oldest Hazelburn maybe's had is a 13. I've never had a Hazelburn older than that. I'm not sure. That's really, really cool, though. Awesome. All right, so let's look at this cast range. So this is, once again, the column copper and the pot doubler. Same thing with the chart number 2 heads. Number 4 deep stays, minimum 4 years old. So this one's for bourbon drinkers looking for rich and more complex taste experience. It's also the same thing, limited batch 2 to 3 per year. 70, the finest bourbon barrels for release. Expressions that are 4-grain high rye barrels, undiluted, unchilled, filtered, uncut, and bottled barrel proof. It says the remarkable just luxury texture and perfectly balanced taste. I guess they won some awards from New York and San Francisco and a Fred Minix Award, so that's cool. Let's see here. Their mash bill, so same course mash as the other one, 65 corn, 22 rye, 13 wheat and barley. This color's old gold. I always love the colors they come up with. It's just random things. It's pretty hilarious. Okay, so this is also, there's a sort of artificial note in it. I think that's to do with the yeast, but I could be wrong. I just noticed after Graham's left, there's been some major flavor drift. Oh, that could be if the yeast changed, Yancey. I'm sure that makes it. Or like I said, if he's making different customer, that's interesting that's a big difference on that when he left. Very good to know. It says, my job is to make the bourbon. Your job is to discuss what you can do together. Yes, Chris. We'll make it happen. I'm sure we'll do an event and stuff with RD1. I'm sure we'll get that all figured out in the next couple of days, certainly. It says, congratulations. Well, we appreciate that, Bill. Yes, it should be a good time tomorrow. We've got Andy here. It says, holy crap, and in the chat, have some pie. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. Thanks very much. All righty. There we go. Ooh, some Dufftown 12-year cash from Scotch was very nice, Bill. That sounds like a tasty one for sure. All right, let's see what we think of this one. Ooh, interesting there. Body is big and zesty. All righty then. Very nice. Nice and leathery, oaky, as it should be. At cast strength. Nice. Let's see what other notes say. They say ripe banana, caramel vanilla, walnuts, dried fruits of apricot and fig, warm rye bread and orange honey, leather and subtle smoke. Yeah, I definitely on the barrel chart certainly picked that up for sure. That's very nice. Ooh, a Glen Talker's. Ooh. So also looking at some home renovations. Yeah, Andy. Ooh, that's a hard one. I think, unfortunately, home renovation is probably the better choice. Probably also make your wife happier. But then again, Tara wants you to buy it. Well, it makes it hard. You just never know. Yes, I have no doubt. Not bad though. Yeah, all three of those are pretty good. Um, it's MGP. It's pretty decent. I think I like the rye the best, but that's not really surprising on any of you. I'd love to see their ride as a cash drink. That'd be cool too. Yes, I am very glad, Eric, that taxes are over. I am very, very glad taxes are over. It's not a fun time to do taxes for several weeks in a row, and then thank God I'm done. Ah, very nice, Cindy. No, I have not forgotten about it. I'm just trying to find it, Andy. It's in the. It's down. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's downstairs somewhere in the dining room. It's just then. Oh, guys. There's not gonna be reviews this week. We didn't get a chance to do them with being Mother's Day yesterday. We couldn't review, so it was more important to do that obviously than it was to record whiskey reviews. So there's not going to be in this week. I might throw some extra shorts out there for you guys, but I think that's going to be it. We just didn't get a chance to get together, so. Sorry, guys. No reviews this week. You get shorts, obviously, but that'll be what it be. So, says, I have a shipment of 8 bottles to go pick up at FedEx as they arrive after the truck left the depot for today's delivery. There's a few picks and a bottle from Tater Dom for a Kenneth Scott. Nice. Well, how should be fun, Chris, for sure. So I'm intrigued by the Bourbon bourbons. If I get it right, are they distilling their own bourbon? Source from GP. Sorry, it all says distilled in Indiana, so they are. Yeah, this is all MGP sourced, Nancy. That's like I said. We got sent these the other day. They arrived on Friday, so like I said, this was not the original stream, but we cracked them. So like I said, we'll have the guys on. Hopefully, in the next few months, we can get really to the nitty gritty details and all the nerdiness that we all love. But I figured tonight give you guys at least a look at them that I think they're pretty dang good. So something worth picking up. Give it a try when we do get the reviews here probably the next few weeks of these. You guys can either have them and do your own and see what you think alongside them or whatnot. But yeah, pretty happy about that. I've not had too much others. I think I could find them on. Yeah, you probably could, Eric. They're generally pretty easy. And not going the Metallica route. Okay. So Nancy, it looks like they combined the recipes. As it says, where's the regular one here? What did I do with this? It says they combined 3 different mash bills together, and then the final mash bill, the 3 combinations is 65 corn, 22 rye, and then 13% wheat and barley. So I'm guessing they probably took the 21 and 36 and then something else. I'm not sure what that would be offhand and put those together. So I'm sure it's a combination of both. Junior Rise at 22. Interesting. I don't know exactly, obviously what the third one is, but that's at least what it tells us. Some other bourbon, obviously, since that's what it is. But it's a 4 grain, which I do appreciate a 4 grain. I'm trying to think who else does a 4 grain mash bill sourced MGP? I can't think offhand who does that. Only one has the wheat mash bill. Okay. What's a room for? Oh, look at me. There you go. I have not tried the new Ardbeg Spectacular. So, like I said, new business with the Whiskey Castle being open. All money's tied up in there. Not buying whiskey right now. Now, obviously, accept donations and bottles. Thankfully, we've got lots of bottles lately. I think in the last week, we've received 19 bottles in the last week, which is a plus. Okanagan does use the wheat mash bill, but I don't know if they ever combine it with the 2 rye mash bills. That's a good question. But they do. Yeah, actually, the wheat mash bill from MGP that Joe uses is excellent. And then puts their Spire in. That's another thing I need to visit the next couple of weeks. I need to bring, because Joe was talking about coming over. I need to get Joe to come to the castle and go see his new place out in Fort Worth that he just opened up out there a couple months ago. I need to go check that out as well. So, yeah, I do love Oakenede and everything. And Joe's a super good dude. Just makes really fun stuff. Says, if you surprised the past 10 years, the traditional NGP profile is really different. We just bought a 2 ounce of the Tasty. It's not finished. I'll buy a bottle at 46%, so not going full secondary prices. Makes sense, Andy. Makes sense. So all the floors has gone to the castle. Well, no, Chris. There's still lots of it on the floor. It's just not mostly in the bar anymore. It's still in the media room and the office and some in the dining room. I still need to finish putting away a lot of it. Just haven't had time to finish. There's still one. There's a couple cabinets that still have room to put things in there. Hey, Marshall. You haven't checked out Ruster? Go check out Marshall. Hey, dog. Good to see you there as well. So, yeah, Chris, not quite. I mean, technically, when I fill the cabinets up, it should hopefully more or less be not any more floor whiskey, but one will never tell. Maybe next week or the week afterward, I'll try to get that done. I just been freaking busy and obviously trying to wrestle up business for the castle and all that good stuff. And obviously with a new business, it's difficult and all that fun stuff. But trying to do lots of marketing, get our names out there, hang out with the distilleries and chambers of commerce, and looking at doing some ad campaigns and all that fun stuff. So just trying to figure all that stuff out. So we're getting there. Like I said, we'll have some events in the near future too. To get some more brands in there for events you guys can come to. Of course, we have the shelf sponsorship. Obviously, it's $100 for a year to sponsor a shelf at the castle. We got that. So we have Patreon. Obviously, you can take a class, which is obviously the amazing thing. If you want to come actually learn about the whiskey and try the whiskey, come take a class. Of course, classes start at $100 a person and all that good and stuff. But, you might learn some fun things and you get to hang out in a castle full of whiskey, which doesn't suck. All that good fun stuff. And, of course, we sell Glencairns and coins and all that other fun things that are out there in the world. So we got that going for us. So yeah, come out and check us out. Come have a good time. Let's see here. I shared the can with a friend who loves scotch and he was shocked at the text. Oh yeah, dude, it's crazy, right? It totally does, Andy. Drink like good scotch. There's no doubt it does. Ooh, old Canadian whiskey. Back in 2001, I consulted the UNGP mash bills. That was a really fun project. The wheat. She was one of those parts. Oh, okay. So Nancy made that. Well, Nancy, you need to say that's a really good mash bill. I really do like that wheat mash bill. That's definitely a fun one I've had. Like I said, the few I've had, definitely Oakenede's definitely one I've had, and it's really, really tasty. And everything with Spire they put into it, that's pretty dang great. Of course, pretty much everything Oakenede does, I pretty much really love. So no surprise to any of you. You guys have done that for years. We've been good friends with Joe, so. It's always fun. We should have Joe back on the show. It'd probably be fun to have all his giant lineup he has now. Crap, when we had Joe on the show, he was our very first guest ever. And it was the second episode ever was with Joe. And all we had then was the bourbon, the rye, and then the Ryan Rumba was just about to come out. That wasn't even out yet. And I think they had just were about to put out the bourbon and vine as well, which at the time was a different name. So it was all good. See, all right. So our Pentagon says, good evening. My wife and her friend attended a Vampire Fan Weekend in Nashville 2 weekends ago. During the event, my wife and a couple of bourbon cops. Oh, very cool. Glad to hear that she enjoyed them. That's awesome. Oh, good. Thanks for being here, Nancy. Really appreciate that. Like I said, everybody had checked out Nancy Fairley's up. Go check her out. Amazing lady, making amazing things happen in the whiskey world. All righty, so let's see here. Come on. I don't know why lately it does not. When I want it to go back up, for whatever reason, I got to use the freaking mouse. It used to work just fine, but I don't know. It is what it is. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, Andy, we're still working on the whole T-shirt situation, as you well know. Like, there's the ones on there, but there needs to be way newer ones, and I know we got asked about the place. It's just hard because you got to pay tax on inventory and stuff. So, and it's hard to get size-wise. You're stuck with all sorts of things. So it's all good. Okay, let's see. I heard rumors that due to the lack of oak companies, are sourced from other logging companies. It's certainly possible, Eric. I mean, obviously, there is a shortage of barrels right now. There's no doubt about that. That's very true. That is a problem, obviously. Apparently, my brother. So let's see here. Hold on 1 second again. Oh, 1 second. Let's do some plans here for tomorrow. Gotta get this all worked out. All right. So sorry about that. Let's see. Forgot to tag you in my question about what is the question there? I don't know why it does this. Sometimes StreamYard not so friendly. It is what it is. All right. What did I miss here? I know I missed something. Oh, have you been to the WTRB Yusuf yet? I have not. Rare breed. I think we tried it. I think Chris had it once. Chris Trevino had brought it once. The unshelled filtered, but I think I tried it once. I remember being pretty good. But yes, if you want to bring more, Chris, I'm not going to say no. I've only tried it once, and I need to try it again for science. I think that would be important, and the people would be sad if we didn't have it again. I think that's a solid solution to that. It says Canada used to be our major oak source. Well, that's true. Yeah, so a lot of it, of course, is now coming out of Missouri and Minnesota is where the mass majority of it's coming out of now, and of course some of it's from Kentucky as well, Arkansas, things like that. The Ozarks being the major source, and a lot of it's owned by Glenmorangie because they bought a big chunk of the forest a long time ago. So speaking of flavor, please do an episode of Bullet Bourbon because the bourbon junkies mentioned the newest offerings were distillate and not good. The newest SCH offerings were their distillate. Is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be C? Is that supposed to be cast strength, or is that SC something else, Andy? Because I'm guessing you just mistyped. They typed it backwards, but I don't know. Somebody sent me a sample. The last time I got a bottle of Bullet anything was like 4 or 5 years ago. Oh, single cask. Do I even have a single cask? I don't know, to be honest with you. I've had, obviously picks of Bullet. Because trying to think what's the cask like. And there's the regular one, the 10, the cast strength. There's that one made with the 4 Roses recipes that's got, I think, 3 of them in it. With that Master's blend or whatever. I don't know if I have any single casks, to be honest with you. And I haven't tried the single malt either because they hate to send me a single malt. I'm not paying for one. I'm not paying $60. They found out that it probably sucks because, it's mass-produced single malt, which generally is been in a column still, and it sucks. But, that's not my fan. All right. So now, like I said, I'm going to switch over to some samples. I might go back to these bourbons and ryes in a little bit. But, yeah, so pleasantly happy with these. Like I said, seemingly worth picking up. Don't know, like I said, the prices for the rye or the cast strength, but I liked them for what I had. So let's see what we got here. We got some Scotch Malt Whiskey Societies. Let's see what these are. Oh, yeah, the 12-year rye. That one is good. That one's much better than the regular. I forgot about the rye. You're right. The regular rye, I find, meh. It's boring. A lot of people like it. To me, it's just boring rye. I don't know why. I know a lot of people go bonkers at how great that is, but personally, I never thought it was all that great. The 12-year, on the other hand, is pretty damn good. I do agree with it, but I thought the regular rye it's meh. But, it's whatever. Obviously, there's a lot of people that like it. And I will say this about the regular. The regular rye does make good old fashions. That it is good for. I think it's better for cocktails to me than it is neat, but obviously it's a personal choice, so it's whatever. Says it was a pick. I assumed they're single cast, but I bet they're seeing 4 Roses in their own distillate. I'm sure that's true, Andy. Yeah, I'm sure that's a huge difference. Why? Because it was 4 Roses prior, and now if it's theirs, which I don't know what that tastes like because I haven't had their own. I'm sure you're correct. Yeah, Eric, exactly. It's like, I'll try to the store if somebody has it to try, or somebody wants to send us a sample of it, or if Bullet wants to send us a bottle, happy to try it. But I'm not about to pay for one. It's just, it's just not one of those things. Oh, the other cool thing is, I guess, apparently on Wednesday, I'm going to go meet the people from Isle of Harris. So I'm looking forward to that. So that should be fun to go try some other new scotch. I assume their gin will be there too, which I know is really good. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting in contact and having you guys some lots of lowland scotches in the near future. And trying to get you guys a lot of scotches, to be honest. We're working with some people. We should hopefully have Bladnox on. So I guess made a contact with them. So that should be cool. So we shall see what happens there. Yeah, exactly. The 12 is great. So the good news is the 12 had only been put out about 5 years ago, and they are really releasing this year the 12-year rise. I don't know if it's quite back on the market, but I know I was reading an article today that's going to be back in, which is really cool. Yeah, Andy, that's not good. That's definitely inconsistency, or it's people that like column still single malts, people that like copper pill single copper, your pot stills. Big difference between column and pot still on single malt. So to me, it's just I much prefer obviously pot still. No surprise to any of you. I am not a fan of that, but it says we'll have to drop off to take a little work and stop at FedEx to have it. All right, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Thanks for the hookup with the RD1 guys, and we'll let you know how it goes. We will talk to you soon. All right, so Buzz One, that's the guys in our show, something like that. Yes, you're correct, Hunter. It is the guys from the Vampire Show. Like I said, we're hoping to have them on in the next few months. To make contact with them. They sent us the bottles, and they said they're pretty busy right now. But hopefully, in the next few months we can get them on the show. So look forward to having them on. They'd be really cool. Should be good. Some good dudes to talk to, and should be super interesting. And you guys know I like to always talk to guys that are super passionate about their brands, and it's always a good show when you get guys that are passionate what they're doing. So. Yeah, I thought they were pretty good. I'd never had it prior either, Ed. They just showed up 3 days ago and they sent them to us. I think they're all pretty damn good. Rye's my favorite, but they're all good. I wouldn't say no to any of them. I think you all would all be happy with them. So, okay, 6 weeks ago, this one released the 12-year. Okay, cool. So, single malt technically always has to be done in a pot still. Interesting. Now, that is probably true for Scotch and Ireland, but I don't know, since America does not have any definition, unfortunately, to American single malt. There is no legal definition. They can kind of do whatever the hell they want. And I find that I would love to meet Mark Levsky for sure from Whiskey Cast. That would be great, Chris. Would greatly appreciate that. Hopefully at some point we can get him down here as well. At least in Chicagoland area. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, wherever, but at least we know it's getting the market somehow. That's a great start for the 12-year on the rye. So on Bullet. Oh, I totally agree, Eric. But yeah, what I found is I hated the Claremont Steep. I hated the High West. What the hell they call theirs? Sucky. I don't remember what it's called. Is not care for it. I hated the Yellowstone. Who else have I had? Like any major brand, I just thought it was awful. And what I found to be the common theme was they weren't using pot stills. Yeah, well, there's no rules on it, Donald, and that's the problem. Is it? Hey, Spencer, good to see you. If there were rules, it'd be one thing, but there's no way on those big guys. Those are pot stills. There's no way. You don't have the oiliness that you need to be from a pot still, and they taste like column. I mean, I'll be shocked. They might mix a little bit of pot still into it, but it's not good. And it's because the craft guys are obviously Balcones, Virginia, Andalusia, and tons of other people in America, and Cedar Ridge are making amazing American single malt that can truly rival some of the Scotch and Irish now. They're just amazing things and coming to their own. But yeah, these major ones, they should just throw that crap away. As far as I'm concerned, I do not care for it. I don't want any of it. And like I said, they can keep it. It's not great. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. This is look up the Single Malt Whiskey Society bottling. Malt Society. This is 7.259. All right. This is. That's not helpful. Oh, come on. Make it bigger. Sometimes they like to do stupid things. That is not the search I look for. No, how did you come up with that? Sometimes they do dumb stuff. How did you come out of that? 7.259? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. We know what you were talking about. It's all good. Yeah, this brother spot. Yeah. Just robbing themselves on apostolism. Oh, totally. It's Longhorn. Okay. Is that, yeah. I don't know, because this thing's being done. Gave me, somehow I put in 7.259 and it came up with 12.16. I don't know how it did that, but sure. Sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, come on. I don't want to do shopping. I want to get you to do what it actually is. There. Now's the right. There's the actual level. Stupid. Okay, it's called a Shaman's Cabinet. Oh, come on. Get off of there. I don't want to order your crap. Jeez. Let's see. It's 13 years old, 61.4%. Nice. All right. For the rest. Yeah, but yeah, this is 7.259. So we shall see what we think of this one. I just need to get rid of these things, so I figure we might as well drink the rest of these. And I think we still got a few more for another week as well, so. It's more delicate than I thought it would be, to be honest. It says first fill barrel. Okay. It's definitely dusty pineapple, like it says. Speyside House. Huh. It says it's the spicy and sweet. Here's what it says on their level. It says initial aromas of dusty pineapple and cherry pits, some dried mango slices, fermenting melon, and warm marshmallow. Beyond that, we found lime and caramelized brown sugar, a wee nibble of white pepper, some fresh oat, freshly printed glossy magazines. Yeah, I could see that. Because with water, the nose offers lemon pith, custard, vanilla cream, coconut water, and honeysuckle. A fresher shade of mango, Caribbean fruit punch, and red apple. All right, so it tastes. ABV is 61.4. Doesn't drink anywhere near that warm. Very herbal. Cloves, pepper. That's nice. All right, see what's their officials will say. The neat palate was initially herbal, full of chives, flat leaf parsley. Yeah, okay, definitely that. Putty, Play-Doh, and chili jam, and pears. Some wax lemons, camphor, spearmint, and juicy fruit chewing gum. With reduction, we found it to be sweeter and creamier. Vanilla pods, icy sugar, crystallized coconut husk, and citrus yogurts. I do love whoever writes these things. They do some beautiful, fun times, to say the least. But yeah, so it's a beautiful Longmorn distilled May of 07. All right, cool. All right, pretty good. Obviously, you desperately do. You need it. It's really good, Andy. We had it the other day. When you come in June, I'm sure you can have some. I'm sure it will be there. It'll be just fine. Oh, delicious stuff. I do love me some Longmorn. That's one of my favorite distilleries for sure. That's not my favorite expression of Longmorn. My favorite expression of Longmorn's 35 year from Scott's, which we've not reviewed yet. It's like top 5 whiskeys ever. You know, only thing that knocked it off its spot. It was my favorite whiskey ever. And then I had the Galen Grinnell's Wood Batch 1 Tree 1, which was now the best bottle ever. As long as the bottle's calling with you. Ha ha ha, that's funny. I said, I have high demand for that one in class there, Andy. That's the one people go, can I have that one for class? Says, gotta try a French Bruichladdich 10-year October. Ooh, 60%. Oh, I bet it was. I bet that's really good, Andy. That's awesome. I've ever had a Friends of Friends of Bruichladdich. I've never had one of those. That's cool. I assume you had it while you were there. All right. Let's see what this next one is. Barry Crockett is good. All the Derek Gaelics are better. Just because, they're Derek Gaelics. I haven't tried the new one, but I have not seen it here yet either. But not thrilled about the new pricing either. But, whatever. Barry Crockett is really good, though. I do enjoy Barry Crockett quite a bit. It's quite good. Especially if you get an old Barry Crockett, they're really good. Let's see what this new one is. This next one is 9.206. It's a Glen Grant from 2003. Very cool. All right. This one is called The Freshness of Autumn. This is a 17-year first fill barrel. This is at 56.4. All right, let's pour this and see what we think here. It says, I picked up the 2009 Bonnelly 12-year-old Oloroso Punch and Castle Week and looking forward to trying it new. Oh, I bet that'll be good. Yeah, man, those new Glenellichies, they're freaking stellar. That stuff Billy Walker's doing with them, man, that stuff is ridiculously good. I just really hope. I know for a while they were hard to get, but now you can actually get Glenellichi fairly easily at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way. It's not cheap, but it tends to be a really freaking good whiskey. Nope, bought summer samples from a guy, and he couldn't ship them fast. So he added a fab. Oh, sweet. That's awesome, Andy. I like it. Yeah, $400. Yeah, it's the $400. It blows right there. The new price, not thrilled. This is a major change to the designs. Okay. Yeah, I knew the new box the last box about different than the new box. But are you talking about some other new label design? If it is, I haven't seen it yet. Also, haven't been to a store in quite some time either. That's Glen Grant. That's interesting. It's very nice. Nice and fruity. No surprise. All right, what do they say? Say time left in the glass was rewarded with a sweet mix of white chocolate cookie dough. That's definitely there. Maraschino cherries and tropical fruit before delving into a deeper aroma of Chinese five spice, which I'm not really sure what that is. Tobacco and autumn leaves. It says flavors in the mouth embrace mango, leche, and passion fruit with fresher notes of green apple, gooseberries, and wild strawberries. While in the background, we found baked apple pie dusted with brown sugar. Water made things riper and fruit with dessert apples, honeydew melon, and apricot jam. Juniper and cloves join geraniums and dry leaves in a dunnage warehouse while the tingle of pineapple and kumquat in the palate move through tarragon and dill before arriving at marshmallow, walnuts, and green tea on the finish. Alrighty then. Interesting. That was distilled September 2003. Because I was really excited our big 23 old whiskey. And also because it's also that's only $890, Andy. That's all. I guess that's when you definitely buy 2 ounces of instead, because that's crazy. But the old still was really good. But that is crazy price. It's a $40 increase for the Dark Alex. Wood Tree 2 might be worth it. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen them here yet at all, that Donald, so we'll see when they show up. Obviously, big fan in general, but not pleased with the new pricing from Middleton, especially the new freaking Red Bus Missouri Oak bullshit that they doubled the price from the Kentucky Oak to Missouri Oak from 100 up to 200 now, which is insane. Pretty confident keep raising the prices of the Red Breast. They can just keep it all. Also, the quality is not anywhere near as good as it used to be either. So, good luck with that one. Yeah, like 21s, they got some places that thing's up to $400 now for the 21. I mean, this place is not at the $27 to $1,000. It's like, well, you can keep all that crap. Pass on all that. Yeah. Oh, for $200 is insane. When every special release, non-age special release for the last what 1, 2, 3, this will be the fourth special release has been 100. Yeah, or less. No, they can keep it. I hope it sits in the shelf and rots. It's absurd. Will not be paying that. As much as I like Redbreast, no. Maybe I can get someone else, convince someone else to buy it and try theirs, but I'm sorry, it's crazy. Dude, what? Redbreast there went from 250 to 497 in a week? Oh, screw that. They're out of control. No one's going to buy this crap. It's just going to sit there. I mean, it's good. It's not 500 good. It's definitely 250 good. Not 500. That's crazy. Hell, the Trudeau tax. Oh, I think it's the Middleton taxes we're paying now. I don't think it's even a Trudeau thing. It's a freaking Middleton tax. It's out of controlness. But whatever. I guess we're all going to become really big fans of Bushmills. Fine by me. Bushmills makes great whiskey. Or some of the other great Irish distillers. Tullamore Dew, obviously Teeling, Cooley, anything, basically anything but Middleton, sadly, because they're going to price us all out. Yeah, that's crazy. Just insane. 10 pounds of flesh. Oh, at least that much, Ben. Carbon says Canada has a tax on top of a carbon tax, a really taxing tax. Wouldn't surprise me. So it's Middleton, but where I live is the Doogie Ford tax. Jeez. It's just a freaking mess. Well, and there's a thing that kills me too is I'm looking at the returns of the last few quarters for most of these major companies. I mean, that are owned by major conglomerates like Pernard's way down. You've got Moet Hennessy's way down. You've got who the hell is it? Remy Martin's way down. Like they're hurting. Like they were down. Remy Martin was down 70%. That's insane. Like even Heaven Hill's way down. Everybody's. I mean, things are starting to go down the crapper. I mean, here's the thing. Look at the freaking inflation being out of control. People are just going to say, screw it, buy cheaper whiskey and not those because they can't afford it. And I don't blame people. It's ridiculous. Especially you can buy like some of the other brands like Whistler. I mean, I haven't talked to Whistler a lot, but if you want a really great Irish whiskey, it's sourced obviously, but great and for the money, get Whistler. You like the most expensive Whistler out there is like $70, and the cheap stuff's like $30, and it's all good. So that'll be my suggestion for you guys. It's acting like a conservative in name only. Very nice. He's one of those. Lovely. Okay, Middleton's got to pay for 250 million expansions. And holy crap, no. So 250. Oh, well, that explains why, Donald. Then that says a lot. Said, hey, and walked away. Well, it happens, Spencer. It does happen. But it's the same thing with Heaven Hill. That's the reason their prices are. They did a huge expansion. Buffalo Trace, huge expansion. Of course, they have different problems that they can't supply us with anything we want. But then they come up with all these stupid new freaking labels nobody wants. Like freaking, because we really need a freaking Weller single barrel and a Weller CYPB on the inside of the crap? No. Or no. You make me Special Reserve, Antique, and 12. I don't need any of the other crap. Oh, of course, we're going to Weller. The rest of that crap you can keep. We don't need any more freaking new labels. Sure as hell nobody asked for that stupid Daniel Weller crap for $500. No, the answer is no. Ooh, there's Apollo Cortado 16. I've not seen that one. That's cool. That's not too bad. Reality says, oh my gosh, this Arbor wanted to shore up their water source, and there's a dam they need to work. It was quoted at like $250K, but it costed $1.5 million. Well, they might explain why the price of all their damn bottles went up. Holy crap. That's craziness. Yeah, that's That is not a good bill at all. You get a quote of that, come to that. Holy shit. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. And, says, want to find a lambe and cognac. I think it was a cognac. Well, even at 40%. Okay. Yeah, I would say, Ben, that's yeah, and they're free, and Armagnac is or Cognac is Armagnac Cognac. Either way, are generally very just the Armagnac is very reasonably priced, and yeah, they are super oily and they can be pretty freaking amazing. Get really old Armagnac and Cognac for way cheap, and I would definitely look into doing that. Uh yeah, definitely look into Armagnacs, Cognacs, Rums. Even man, you started getting into some really nice tequilas now. There's some really cool, fun stuff that you guys can try. That we're getting some really nice. That's been the one plus apparently in the tequila business has been that celebrity tequilas have actually improved the increased the production of the agave. So now you're getting really good tequilas from agaves that the other really high end tequilas that are quite nice. So it's really nice. It's from 60 million liters to 130 million liters. Holy crap, Donald. So they over double capacity. The only problem is, okay, so when is that going to come online for us to actually try? Is it going to be the same or is it going to suck? I mean, because if we look at I know we've all complained about the quality of the spots, the quality of Redbreast, it's just gone down the crapper. So that's a big difference. That's insane at 55% increase. Damn. That's on top of doubling their stills and adding a ton of other stuff. Well, that's true. I said I really want to enjoy getting into brandy and tequila. Yeah, there's no doubt. I've been lucky enough to. We were over at Chris's house one night, and he gave us a pretty amazing sampling and dissertation essentially on cognac and Armagnac. Amazing stuff. Tried crazy good stuff. Stuff that was 80 plus years old. And they're super reasonably priced and really good stuff. I don't think I've tried any of the new since 2021. I don't think I've had any of those, Andy. I think. Trying to think what year that went from. It's either 19 or 20, and I think it sucks. But yeah, I'd like to try a new one, but I'm not willing to find out the new a new. I bet that's someone bring me a sample to. I was need a haircut really bad, so do that next day or two as well. It's been a few months. New stuff might be done now. So that's the thing is, okay, so let's say we're going to get really good whiskey, but it's going to be another 10, 20, 30 years down the road. So when we're all in our 60s and 70s, it'll be great. Awesome. Okay. That's probably one of the years I have. All I know is that one blows. Ooh, you got okay. So essentially, just cracked. Finally, my Iron Root Apothos Pinot de Charance finished for my birthday. Exceptional, possibly better than I remember. Accidentally sat on it far too long, but now it's open. Oh, because it's Iron Root and it's amazing. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I know that's the thing because Iron Root will have their 10th anniversary this year, which I'm excited about in November. So we'll definitely be at that party, and that will be amazing, to say the least. Because it's Iron Root, and everything they make is awesome. Let me try an Iron Root aged in Scotland. That would be interesting. And that may be what I have. I'll have to look see what year of that new one I have. Now, all I know is it sucks. All right, next one we're doing is 84.35. Let's see what that is. This is a Glendulin. All righty then. And this one is called the Panels Pun Polestar. Interesting. That's a 12-year-old. All right. Let's see here. It says the nose wafts scents of black currant flowers, tin leeches, and cigarette packets. It's an interesting nose. They're not wrong on that cigarette packet, though. Yeah, because you get that tin of the old packets, an old Marlboro packet. Even almost the menthol cigarettes. That's interesting. Yeah, it's so sad they outlawed menthols. Menthols were so much better than freaking regular cigarettes. Those are the good old days, good old menthol cigarettes. They were delicious, but oh well. Because the government got to tell you what to do. God forbid we get to smoke nice things, but whatever. Anyway, it says, but mainly it offers sultanas, dates, and figs, custard tarts, maple syrup, and orange boxes. Orange notes dominate the palate. Grand Marnier and close to the orange and mulled wine, plus barley sugars and cinnamon balls with toasted oak, licorice, and tobacco on the finish. On the reduced nose, we get rum baba. I'm not sure what that is. Brown sugar, maple candies, dark chocolate, orange, and candied angelica. The palate became bittersweet with dark chocolate pecans, plum stones, ginger, and root beer. After 10 years in export, we moved this into a first fill PX hogshead. I am a big fan of PX. So this was from March 2008. All right. Just such a disappointment. I love something about, man, I wish they had some 50 ml options. Well, Andy, as you know, I think that there should be 50 ml options of everything. Because I think it does two things out of 50 mLs. I think it either prevents you from buying a crappy product, always a plus. Also could cost you a ton of money because now it makes you want a product so you tried it was really good at 50 mLs that you spent, maybe 20, 30, 40 bucks on, depending, whatever it is. Well, now you want a whole bottle that's 250 bucks or it's maybe, 500 bucks, whatever. Now you want to buy a bottle of it. So I think it's bullshit, but I wish everything was released in a freaking 50. It'd be so much better. Oh, you didn't realize that the sultanas were raisins, Andy? That's awesome. Yes, all sultana is raisin. That's what they say in Europe. That's funny. Well, it's kind of like, we're the only country that says corn. When you go look at recipes in other countries, they'll say maize. They don't say corn. It's funny. It says, God, mother cigarettes take my back to the smell of my great-grandmother's kitchen in the morning along with the stench of Mother Parker's coffee. That's awesome. Oh, back in high school, those menthol cigarettes were delicious. Man, I smoked a menthol cigarette in 20 plus years. They were great. God, I remember me and a couple of my buddies would go split a pack of menthols and go smoke it somewhere because, it was legal, but it was just we weren't smoking at home because they don't stink the house up by any means. And you just go take that out, and once maybe every 6 months, you split a pack because they're delicious occasionally to have it. You drink a nice whiskey with it. It's always fun. Oh, man, this actually is the best one I've had tonight. This is a Glendulin? Good grief. Man, I wish they made this in their regular releases. Holy crap. This is the best nose ring I've had tonight. This is great. Wow. That is a lot of sherry. That's really nice. I have golden Santanas in my bag right now. There you go. I do love the golden Santanas. They're quite tasty. You can't go wrong with those. Oh, question for you guys. So I got an email. So I've gotten some interesting emails lately from people that want to do, what do you want to call them? Collaborations. So 2 of them have been for lamps. I think you guys don't give a shit about a lamp collaboration. I'm pretty confident we can say no to those. But I have gotten one for a really nice humidor. Now, I don't really smoke cigars anymore, but I know a lot of people ask about them. So I wouldn't be opposed to doing one about a humidor. What do you guys think about getting a video on a humidor? I'll probably just end up giving it to my brother because he has lots of cigars. So, but would you guys be interested in something like that, or don't really give a crap? I just know a lot of people ask us lately, can they smoke at the castle? And the answer is absolutely not, because A, it's against Sydney ordinance. B, it'll make my place stink, and C, the answer is hell no. But you can definitely smoke outside. I don't care about that. Okay, would love it. Okay, yeah. So let me inquire from them about getting this humidor then and doing it. I'll probably take the humidor to the castle just for to do the video because it will look freaking awesome. And then like I said, give it to my brother because he smokes a ton of them. I used to smoke; they just don't agree with me. My blood pressure meds and make me vomit. So there'll be no more smoking of cigars. So one of those things. It's not worth it. I do not want to throw up. I used to love them. They were great. I used to smoke some really great Opus X's all the time. That's what I really loved was Arturo Fuentes Opus X's. Those are my favorite. He says, I'd rather have a lamp than a humidor myself. Well, maybe Spencer, maybe I'll take the lamp just for you. Maybe you can have the lamp. We'll see what they tell us. I was like, it's like the most random ass collaborations I get. Sometimes it's funny as hell. Should you give it to the person who has donated the most whiskey? Just tonight. You want the lamp, Andy? We'll see. We'll see if they're still offering. I'll go back to them and say, hey, all right, because they listed like all these stipulations of things you have to do in this video. It's wild. Now, granted, this is a really expensive humidor. It's like a I want to say it's like a $400 or $500 humidor. It's a really nice humidor. I was like, yeah. Now I might have a smoking barrel as well that I might be able to give you. Maybe you can have the smoking barrel if you'd like that. Because it's whatever you want, I'll give it to you. We're giving that one as a thing I did a video on too. I don't know what it's called, aged and charred or something. It's whatever. We'll figure it out. I might have other nice things. So that was surprising. Only I was still to have cigars for sale was Coloma. Okay, Spencer. Like I said, I don't smoke anymore either. I like the smell of cigars unlit. I don't really care for it lit, just because I do like pipe tobacco though. Is really nice. I do enjoy that. That's not bad at all. So, we'll see on all that stuff. So we'll go from there. Oh, it's pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. I like that one. So they had smoking areas that would have been awesome if it wasn't for the crazy wind. Oh, yeah, that would be crappy. That's a good point there, Andy. Hold on a second. Sorry, Val was asking me a question about the trash. That's her new task. It's Trash Master. Because that's what Belle did for years, so that's Val's new job. All right, the final we're going to do tonight is one called Tar Pit. All right, let's see here. Let's see what Tar Pit is. Tar Pit is a blended malt from 2011. And let's see here. The Tar Pit. No, I don't want that. Oh, that's kind of cool. The tar. It's got a cool label. I like that. All right. 9 years old. And let's see. Well, I don't care about that. That's not a value. All right. Where's the freaking real thing from them? Come on. Sometimes this thing is dumb. Whatever. I'll go to the whiskey base one. That'll make it easier. Cool. It's a butter malt whiskey, tarpa, single cast, blah, 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 blah. Trying to find some useful information for you guys. It's not being great. Whatever. Screw it. So I do enjoy a spot of vanilla pipe jacket, but it's just too bloody expensive. Well, that's a good point too. Smoking is definitely expensive. All the taxes on it in Craddock are crazy, man. I remember when I started working at Kmart when I was 16. I used to really enjoy working the cigarette counter because I thought it was fun. And usually the people that were coming to buy carton cigarettes were usually fairly interesting people. Remember, you said this little guy. This guy used to come in. This guy, he was shorter than I am. I'm a short guy. I'm only 5'6". This guy was maybe 5'3", little old man. He would come in. I want to say, he might have been in either Korea, might have been a Korea war vet. He was a really cool guy. He'd come in like I want to say it was every Sunday morning, and he'd buy a carton of Marlboros Reds. And they were $30 back then. God, it's like $100 for a carton of Marlboro Reds now. It's out of control what the taxes are. I mean, back then the tax I think was 40 cents a pack. And now God knows how much it's like $2 or $3 a pack. It's crazy. I remember something for 30. Then we went to the Dominican Republic. You could buy a carton of Marlboro Reds for $14 in the duty free. I was like, that's amazing. Trash master replaced all the trash pandas. Yes, exactly. The trash. Oh, that's too funny. People feel like smoke. They don't have universal health care. That's called Europe in general, Andy. They all smoke. I'm pretty confident they smoke coming out of the womb. It's like a requirement. The mom's breastfeeding and smoking and hands a cigarette to the baby. It's a requirement there. I'm pretty confident. Whereas here, shit, finding people that, especially cigarettes. I mean, really, I think I know like 2 or 3 people that smoke cigarettes anymore. Who smokes cigarettes anymore? Like, there's way more people that smoke cigars than smoke cigarettes. That really it's just not really a thing. You got guys that smoke cigars, some that smoke pipes, but yeah, no, absolutely not. How people in Turkey smoked? Oh yeah, especially to get the hookah pipes and stuff. Actually, hookah pipes are pretty cool. I like those. They banned smoking holics in most of Europe. Really? That's a shame. It's stupid. What a weird continent that you do all this cool shit, but not the smoking. You can do all this other effed up shit and bring your fucking dog wherever you want. Take it to a nice restaurant and there's this damn dog, which I think to me is disgusting. But whatever, each his own. It's their own country, what the hell they want. But I'm just like, but the other thing is like in this country, the only stupid country, you can't buy beer at McDonald's. I think it sucks. Whereas there, yeah, it was cool. I remember being in Austria, and yeah, they're like, "Oh, you can get beer." Like, not only did you get beer, you could get liqueurs and other spirits and crap at the freaking counter. It was awesome, and wine. It's like they basically, there was really limited, but they'd like basically small bars inside the McDonald's. So the French damn near rioted when they brought it in. Yeah, I'm sure they did because the French are like chimneys. That's crazy. How the hell did Eastern Europe say that was okay? They all smoke like crazy. That is bizarre. So Scotland banned all indoor smoking, but outdoor was fine. I know when my parents went to Ireland, granted this is like 20 years ago, they banned smoking indoors in Ireland, but when the bar closes and it becomes a private place, they said that the cigars and cigarettes come out like there's no tomorrow when the doors close, and then you have to go outside the box and outside of the back out alley or whatever when they closed. But it's it's ridiculous. It's so stupid. It's like whatever. But you can do all this other dumbass shit. But no, that's fine. Smoking that'll get you. Don't worry about all the other drugs and all the dumbass shit you guys do. But whatever. You can't even smoke on patios here? You gotta be shitting me, Donald. That's horrible. How stupid. Now, private property you can still smoke, right, Donald? Or can you not even do that on your front porch? This tar pit's meh. It's all right. It's a little bit of peat. It's not my favorite. It's all right. Whatever. But, it works. Crazy. There'll be some craziness, to say the least. Part buildings have Bandit. Wow. It's nuts. Now, granted, it's funny, we were kids, obviously, you had the smoking section of restaurants, which I'm fine with. You can't smoke inside at the restaurants because it's gross. But, again, at the same time, it's your restaurant. Do the heck you want. It's your restaurant. God, there's this Irish bar here we haven't been in a while called Danny's. Oh, my gosh. Of course, most bars, obviously, were full of smoke for a long time. But then you go to these newer bars that there's never been smoking. It's so much nicer to go in those. They don't reek of old cigarettes. But this Irish bar, mostly it's Irish people that hang out in Bedford called Danny's. Holy crap. Because they're grandfathered into smoking. That place, you walk into a cloud of smoke because it's like I said, it's all Irish guys, and all they do is light cigarette off a cigarette off a cigarette. Don't fucking stop. It's crazy. And so yeah, the place is nuts. It says bought a Cuban cigar and it was lovely. They had a few places in there that were outdoor and where the clubs would meet monthly. Very nice. Cuban cigars are delicious. There's no doubt about that. French are communists. Well, there's pretty damn close there, Ben. There's no doubt about that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alrighty. Well, since it is 11 o'clock, I said there's not going to be any reviews this week. We just unfortunately didn't get to any. I'll try to throw together some extra shorts if I have time, but I know I'm busy the next few days, so we'll see. If not, you guys will get the regular shorts that we always have. Obviously, get those. And then next week, well, it depends. So we got for next week, if Marty is available, we'll have Marty on to do a Scotch thing. If not, we'll figure something else out. Now, next Wednesday, Shiner will be here. For sure, we've got it in stone. I don't know the time exact. I'm guessing like 6:30. We're going to do a Shiner stream with them when their new stuff they're making down there in Shiner. So that should be fun. We'll have them. Hey, Patty, good to see you there. The French created the West. There you go. So we have that coming up. And then hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll have a Memorial Day stream. And I'm looking to have Mossy Horn and then Bent on some streams and then doing some actual live events as well. People can come to their stuff and try them out. So it should be fun. Some more news and this or that to shorts to it. I'm pulling you. Thanks, Sandy. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Yeah, it'll be nice. Yeah, Hunter Ed. Yeah, she's really cool. So we're going to have Jesse and Tom, which are the distillers there at Shiner. They're going to be on up here in person. So they will be actually at my house. So they're going to the castle first. Unless Spectrum has gotten their streaming ability faster, we'll stream from the house. Now, if they somehow do it faster, we'll stream from the castle. I just don't know the answer right now. Most likely it'll be here, but we'll see from there. So all anti-French propaganda are Anglo lies. Well, that's probably true, Patty. As we say, the damn English. So, it'll be fun. So we'll have them on. We'll do their, I guess, obviously I know they make a gin, a vodka, and they make a shine. And now I know they're working on, obviously, bourbon and then some other things. So we shall see. I'm looking forward to trying that. Looking forward to probably go down to Shiner sometime later this year and all that good stuff. So lots of fun stuff coming up over the next several weeks. Also, the following week, hopefully, I don't know for sure if we'll do a live stream or not. Gareth Howell will be in town, who is the head guy for Bacardi Single Malts for North America. So I'm hoping we can do a stream with him while he's here. Or at the very least, we'll do a hangout up at the castle. But I'll let you guys know for sure what's going on with that, but I don't know the answer right now because we're still discussing that. So we'll see. So I was surprised to find out that the Mexican holiday on May 5th was about the Mexicans defeating the French, not the Spanish. Learned something. Yeah, that's right. So Cinco de Mayo, is about the Battle of Puebla when they beat the French. And it was really a thing. The reason it came up, I mean, obviously it's an important battle, blah, blah, but because Corona wanted to sell more beer. So that's really where Cinco de Mayo came from, was Corona needed to sell more beer. So it's really a beer holiday, it's not because it's not Mexican Independence Day. It's just, hey, we need to sell more beer. So, it's funny to look sometimes the origin stories of things, how they came about. But, it is what it is. So, All right, so like I said, this Brothers Bond's pretty good. Give them a whirl if you guys haven't tried their stuff yet. Try those. We'll have full reviews on those in the next few weeks. And then hopefully, like I said, we'll have the brothers, the actual guys on to talk about it. Should be fun. It says, King St. Louis the Ninth, pray for us. There you go. Oh, that's too funny. All right, guys. Like I said, we got a conference for Bell tomorrow, so it should be a good, fun time and all that good stuff. So I'll do a Western leader. There you go. And we'll see you guys next week, and I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys then. All right, cheers.